A beginning is a very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. The known universe is ruled by the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, my father. In these times, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. The Spacing Guild and its navigators, whom the spice has mutated over 4,000 years, use the orange spice gas, which gives them the ability to fold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. A desolate, dry planet with vast deserts. Hidden away within the rocks of these deserts are a people known as the Firman, who have long held a prophecy that a man would come, a Messiah, who would lead them to true freedom. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
In these times of the future, man has explored many worlds, traveling through space by the use of the spice. Spice is the most precious substance. It can be found only on one planet in the whole universe. That planet is Arrakis, better known as Dune. It's a dry, desolate planet with vast deserts. There's never a drop of rain on Dune. You are Paul Atreides, son of Duke Leto Atreides. The Harkonnens, longtime enemies of your family, have come on Dune to control the spice production in their brutal way. But the Emperor of the Universe has just allowed you and the Atreides family to go on Dune too. You are determined to use this opportunity to drive the Harkonnens out of Dune with the help of the few natives, the Firman. The story begins as you've just arrived on Dune, in an empty palace located at a safe distance from the Harkonnen fortresses.
Greetings and welcome to a new Let's Play of Dune. Alright, so I'll just be very quick while I have the game paused, I think. Yeah, while I have the game paused. Why I redubbed the princess's voice in the intro sequence? Well, apparently there is some music group or another that has remixed that intro with music, and that particular clip is trademarked by UMG, which when I tried to upload it previously already gave me a copyright notice. Now, normally I wouldn't really give anything about, I wouldn't really care about any of this, but since UMG is one of those companies that is rather, well, dogged in their pursuit of copyright strikes, or so I've been told, I've decided to just give them a middle finger and redo the voice. Besides, I make an adorable space princess, don't I? As for why this game in particular, well, way back when I was a young lad and we first had a computer, we had no games with it. Luckily, I had a cousin that was quite willing to give us a few games that we could try out. And one of those games was not this game, it was Dune 2. And for the longest time I've wondered, why was it Dune 2? I've never seen anything about Dune 1. Not that I knew that games were not actually labeled like that. And then I stumbled upon a really cheap edition of this game, and I played it. It's quite good. Oh, by the way, if you wish to see the original intro to this game, or anyway, what the princess actually is saying by herself with proper music to support it, I recommend you go watch the David Lynch movie. It's much better. Much less compression and all that. But anyway, let's get into the game before I babble on. We are Paul Atreides, as the intro has already explained, and we are gonna kick the Harkonnen off of Dune.
I am the Duke Leto Atreides, your father.
Well, good of you to tell me that you're my father.
My son, we must mine the spice as soon as possible, or the Emperor will recall us from Dune.
Well, that's no good.
We've spotted 3 troops of Fremen around the palace, and I've sent Gurney Halleck to meet them. He's not returned yet. Go there and see what's keeping Gurney.
And that's all he has to say. Alright, so we can see where we are in the palace, the rooms the palace has. And there's currently 2 people. We are the red dot, that's the Duke, and that's probably someone else. And here we have our room, I suppose, where we can take a look in the mirror. Anyway, this game is continually running unless you pause it, so I can't really keep on talking and all that. Who's this?
I'm your mother, Jessica. The Duke has sent Gurney Halleck to Carthag Tuek. Go outside, take an Orny, and fly there. Hurry up, my son. I sense danger.
Really, can't be any more specific. Well, anyway, let's do as she says. Go outside, take an Orny,
Select destination.
and go to Carthag Tuek.
Carthag Tuek.
And this is a beautiful game. Just gliding over the dunes with soothing music. Now, I will not be doing this every time, but just for this first flight, I would like to just show you what it looks like, what it feels like. I do enjoy this game a lot. Even though I do think they take way too many liberties with the story as it is. Because this game is mostly influenced by the David Lynch movie, as is evident. But in doing so, they also break away severely from the source material that I know of, which is the books. And I've read 7 of those, not counting the new ones that appeared much later, which I have been told are not that good. But I'll reserve judgment since I haven't read them, and I'm not really planning to read them at all. Anyway, so I have some basic knowledge about the Dune universe as it is, but that's all it is. Really basic, and it's been a long time since I've read the original books, so don't come to me for accurate information. But when I do see something completely inaccurate, I will mention it. Anyway, we have arrived at the siege. And here's Gurney.
I'm Gurney Halleck. I've served the Atreides for a long time. I've just come into contact with the Firman. The Firman have always lived in the sands of Dune. They live in sieges so well hidden that no one knows exactly how many there are.
Well, that's convenient.
I've tried to convince them to work for us. You try, Paul. They may trust you.
Why would that make a difference?
Okay, Paul, I'm going with you.
Alright. So let's talk to you, Mr. Firman.
We've heard of you. You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the...
Could he be the one?
That's the loudest whisper I've ever heard. No, not really, but...
We Fremen are the original inhabitants of Dune. We've adapted our way of life to the desert.
No.
Yes, I agree to let my troops work for you.
Good.
We are awaiting your orders. Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
So decent amount of men. Very low motivation, but that will increase as the game goes on and I encounter certain other people.
We aren't
Oh,
very
on
used
spice.
to spice mining. We'll try to learn.
Well, that's good that you're trying. And that's pretty much all the orders I want to give. Alright, let's go and check on the others. But before we do that, let's show everyone what we're up against. So this is Dune, the entire world. And this is what we're up against. We are red, they are blue. And we are screwed. Let's see the results. And it does make me wonder a little bit. I mean, we just got 1900 men from the Fremen, but I wonder, where are the armies of the Atreides? Did they leave them all back on Caladan? It's just so weird. Anyway, let's take the Orni
Destination on map.
and go to Carthag Harg. And I do like the design of the Orni in this, even though it's not exactly like it's described in the book, which is, I believe, an aircraft with wings that sort of flap like a bird. Hence the word Ornithopter. And let's just skip to destination because we've seen this and it doesn't change all that much. Also, we're bound by time a little bit.
We've heard of you. You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the...
Could he be the one?
Yeah. Just work for me.
Yes, I agree to let my troops work for you.
Good.
My troop is awaiting your orders. Here are the characteristics of my troop.
Fairly similar to the other tribe.
We know a little about spice mining.
Oh, that's good. Alright, so they'll start digging in the sand. One more siege to go.
Destination Karkak. Timin.
We saw you coming from the other siege.
Well, good eyes then.
I'm not quite sure that you're able to appreciate our skills yet.
Well, why not? Care to elaborate?
I can feel something in you, but I wonder if you will be able to penetrate the secrets of this planet.
What secrets? It's a big, giant desert. But anyway, this guy is not really worth... Well, actually, let's see what Gurney has to say.
Did you notice? All the Fremen seem to be organized. Let's go and tell the Duke that we have... This is what I love on this planet. The sunsets. It's a pity I don't have my balisette on hand. I'd like to have played it.
Well, that's a nice little bit of flavor, but not really important. Especially since the story is different from the movie or the books. And some really questionable character development happens later on, which I'll not spoil just yet. Ooh, we have a new guy here.
I'm Duncan, Idaho. The Duke asked me to supervise the production of spice. Well, for the moment I haven't much to do. I hope that we'll be able to extract large quantities of spice very soon. If you really want to know about the properties of spice, ask your mother, Jessica.
Okay.
Here are our current stocks of spice.
Is it a lot? 20 kgs. I suppose that would be kilograms. But at least they're using the metric system, which everybody should be using.
Do remember that spice is by far the most...
Yeah, I know. Right, Jessica, do you have anything to say?
Spice is mined from the sand of Dune. Spice prolongs life and extends consciousness. It's used by the guild navigators to travel through space.
Yeah, this we already know.
I wonder what the proximity of so much spice will do to you, Paul.
Why should it be doing anything? Alright, let's talk to the Duke.
The Fremen have a special garment which they call a still suit. Wearing this, they can stay in the desert without losing body fluid. It would be advantageous for us to have some of these still suits. I want you and Gurney to go and find some of these suits for us.
Sounds easy enough.
And remember, avoid wandering in the desert. You won't go very far without a still suit.
Even with the still suit, we don't get very far. I've tried.
Oh yes, still suits. Let me remember. That's it. The Fremen in the siege where we met told me about a still suit maker.
Well, where did we meet? This game does try to make you remember about certain stuff, such as locations where you found people. And if they're kind enough, they'll actually tell you, which will still require you to find the bloody thing, because there's a lot of sieges on this map. But for now, things are still simple.
I thought you looked interested in my still suit. Yes, I know a still suit maker. You will find him if you fly eastward in your Orni. It's not very far, but be sure to fly with someone. Sieges are well hidden and not easy to find. We're doing spice mining.
Alright then. No good thing I have someone with me.
Select destination on
I
map.
just head straight east.
Desert eastward.
Right, and this is the part where I really can't skip because, well, we need to keep flying until we spot something. But it's nice. We're about to move into the day cycle, so the lighting should change. Yeah, there it goes. It's very pretty. And now it really comes down to whether or not the person flying with us can actually see the siege, because you never see it yourself. Any moment now. Gurney, please.
It looks like a siege there on the left.
Alright, let's go. And skip to destination, and I will see you all next time.